Day 174. It's cold. Hasn't rained. Didn't even really sprinkle much last night. I think still a little wet though, but hey, is what it is. I got ravaged by mice last night. Even though I hung my food in my garbage, my pockets still smell good, so I leave them unzipped so that the mice can jump in there and look around and say, hey, there's nothing in here, just good smells. It almost always works. But they decided to chew my zipper up. Little bastards. There's rock slides happening all night. You just hear big boulders just rolling down the hills. I kept imagining it was grizzly bears knocking them loose, so I was a little intimidated every time I heard it. It's like, what makes rocks fall? Other than, gravity and water and all that. Grizzlies, obviously, grizzlies. I don't know why that's where my mind went, but that is where it went. And there's spider webs in my face. Awesome. So I didn't have enough water for coffee or anything this morning because I didn't make it to my goal last night. So it's 2 miles to coffee right now. That's not too bad. But, I left my pots sitting out just in case it rained. I put them at the end of my rain fly so they could collect all the rainwater and then I could have coffee in the morning. And I was like, oh, it's brilliant. No, my pots smell good too, so mice jumped up in there and shit all up in them. So now I've got mouse turds in my pots. I rinsed them out with the little bit of water I had left. But I gotta go boil the shit out of those things because mice turds will kill you. Damn little bastards. I'm bringing mouse traps, man. I normally don't kill things, but I would definitely kill the mice that harassed me all last night. Well, I wouldn't really kill them. I'd put things out there and kill them for me. That's second-hand murder. That's okay. All right, so let's go get some coffee, man. I need it in a bad way. I found water, but more of it than I want. All right, so I'm going to cross this one and just keep going. There's more of them later. I'd rather be in the woods because it is sprinkling on me right now. Oh, but I got to cross this stupid thing. Yay. Good morning. But on the bright side, I can see stars in the sky. Oh, never mind. But there were like 20 minutes ago. Shit you not. There were stars. They're gone now. So, never mind, I didn't mention that. Alright, let's cross this shit and go find some coffee. Well, it looks like the clouds have broke. Sunrise will be happening soon. I'm sitting here with my cup of joe. Just kind of hating life. Shit's been worse by any means. I'm just ready to be done with this trail. They just stretch this shit out way too long. Longer does not mean funner. Not that funner's a word, but you know what I mean. It just doesn't. They just stretch this trail out way too long. I don't know. We want to be longer than the AT, I'm pretty sure was their thought on this. Let's just stretch it out and just wind around everything. But we're all bored. Everybody I talk to is just ready to go home. Everybody's pretty much sick of this trail. So it wasn't like this on the AT, man. Most of us were, we were excited to finish, but we didn't necessarily want to finish it all at the same time. We wanted that feeling to go on. Not here, man. The thrill is gone. We're just walking it because, we're near the end. I see a headlamp way up there. Is that where I'm headed next? Guessing so. Well, fuck. Let's wrap up this coffee time and put one foot in front of the other. I'm probably not making it to town today, even though I wanted to. I still have over 20 miles to go. And that just ain't gonna happen. I need to find my joy again. I still got a couple of weeks left out here. Unless I can find some way to shave some time off. As usual, I have lingered way too long with second coffee. But I'm in good spirits. I am as safe as any one man can be. I saw those lights way over up on that ridge. So I have to assume that's where I'm going, unless that's another trail somebody else has taken. Because they were headed south, so that means they're not a thru hiker, because Sobo season is way over. At least for where I'm at. If you're here and going south, you're way behind. But maybe it's one of them super quick people. There's people that do these trails in a little over a month, 40, 50, 60 days, I don't know. But a painfully short amount of time. I'm glad I don't have that urge. Just wandering these things is hard enough. Couldn't imagine trying to race the whole time. Like, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Is your only mindset. It's to where sometimes I have a hard time making myself go in the first place. Once you sit down, it's real easy to stay down, man. You just have that driving force in the back of your mind, knowing that you have to push some miles if you want to make it to Canada eventually. 2,700 miles is a long freaking way. Yeah, I think after I'm done with the Triple Crown, I'm gonna stick with like 1,000-mile trails. Are there any of those around? Or can I just wander for 1,000 miles? Cherry pick the best sections of each trail. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, plot them out for the best times of year to be there. Avoid mosquitoes entirely. How does one lead that life? Oh, that's pretty bitchin'. Had I woke up on time where I wanted to sleep at, so pushed another few miles, and then woke up and, had water and everything because I would have slept there, so I would have had coffee, all that. I'd probably be at the top of this peak right now watching for this trail, probably a pretty badass sunrise. That's what I get. That's what I get. Exactly where I need to be. Exactly where I'm supposed to be. But I'd rather be up there. I totally see like a Rastafarian caricature in this tree stump. I think those are the roots. I don't know. Get in the corner and start staring at me, man. I see faces in a lot of things, but some of them are way more pronounced than others. And a big shout out to whoever writes on the signs for me. I really appreciate it because you get to places where there's just all these, paths and signs, but none of them actually say PCT. And you know me, I just guess. And then wander and get lost, whine, walk my way back and do it right. It's nice not to have to go through all that and it looks like the same handwriting, even though it's like, very basic block letters. It appears to be the same person, probably a couple years old. So whoever did that, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Saved my bacon quite a few times, or at least saved me, miles. That's the last thing I want right now is more miles. I thought I did earlier, when I was going through the fun stuff, when the weather's all great and that short window when the mosquitoes aren't eating you and the weather's great. Yeah, I missed the Sierra. That was loads of fun. I could do that. Wonder what that's like right now, though. It's just rocky, right? Wouldn't be nearly as beautiful. Probably not near as much flowing water, I'd have to assume. Wouldn't be the same world at all, would it? Really liked it the time of year I hit it. Came around the corner, I was like, oh damn, PCT's about to get rough on me, look at that shit. But then I'm like, oh, no, it just goes over here. Cool, that's way easier. I had taken some time. Whew, that was hard. It's a little after 8. I've already done a little over 7 miles, which isn't half bad for taking an extra long coffee break and dealing with mice problems in the morning. I have fixed my zipper. I just can't open it all the way or it'll jump off track. That little thing. It's definitely misting. Still not raining, but enough to, there's a sheen of water on everything. Still dry spots under trees, so that's convenient. But just a misty day. I only have 18 to go to town, but that's kind of a hard day for me lately. I mean, yesterday I only did 19 or 20. The day before was like, what, 17 maybe? The day before that was 5. So, yeah. Done a real good track record down here. I'd like to make it somewhere near town tonight, at least. At the very least, I'll be able to peel in for breakfast if the hitch is easy. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Standing there looking sad in the rain with my hungry hiker sign. Who could pass me up? Even I'd pick me up in that rare instance. No other time. See if I have 18 miles left in me today. I'm gonna go ahead and call this number 2 rainy day. I mean, it's still just drizzling, but if it drizzles all damn day like this, I'll call it a rainy day. I still have a dry spot right here, so I'm gonna kick it here and have me a little safety meeting while I have a dry spot to hang out in. And then it's a pretty dreary morning. At least I got all my shit packed up and all that before it started, actually raining. So most of my stuff is dry. My rain fly is a little moist, but I'm not carrying around an extra pound or 2 of water like I was the other day in it. And at least it's not cold. Can't even see my breath, so no big deal. I'm gonna sit here, rest, recoup. I've done 10, 11 miles today. I still have a buttload more to go. I don't think I'm gonna make it into town tonight. Sun goes down kind of early, especially on rainy days, and so anytime past like 5 o'clock, I'm probably gonna have a real hard time getting hitched, even if there is traffic on the road. Unless maybe, I look pathetic in the rain, somebody helps me out. But, at the same time, a serial killer all wet on the side of the road. Nobody wants to pick that up. And I'm gonna smell like a wet dog. Okay, I was wrong, it's cold. Ice has started falling from the sky and all that stuff. Mostly rain, but some of it's bouncing. It's been 5 minutes. I'm just gonna sit here under this tree for a while, man. Although every step I take in the rain later, I'm gonna be like, I could already been there. But screw it. For now, I'm not super wet and cold. But I will be. And 10 minutes after that, it's snowing. It's not sticking yet, but that is definitely snow. Definitely snow. Ah. Okay, yeah, this sucks. The snowing slowed down a little bit, but yeah, it's still snowing. It's cold as all get out, man. I'm hating life right now. Hide under a tree. I'm freezing, man. Freezing, but I don't want to dig into my pack to get my warm stuff. It's down in the bottom inside my plastic bag, so I'd have to pull stuff out, and I don't want everything getting all wet. Oh, man. Exactly where I should be, right? Exactly where I should be. I'm not buying that right now, man. I should be somewhere warm and dry with my feet up. Today is the day I'd rather be in a forklift somewhere driving around a hot-ass warehouse than this crap. This hurts. My fingers hurt. Snow actually stuck up in some of the upper regions up in there. Not down here. Just had to climb our way. See the 2 little hikers there? Just had to climb our way down this whole fucking scree field. It was awesome. I'm so cold. Oh, you can see Splifford way up there. Yeah, loads of fun. I think that's where it's hiding through the storm. Huh, what an interesting day, huh? My fingers really hurt, man. Okay. When you're cold, hike faster. Whine more. It keeps you warm. So I am cheating again. This is the first time I've been able to whip out my camera for rain or snow. We found a path that will take us down to the road and then walk a few miles into town. And fuck, I would rather go downhill without snow, because now it's not cold. I even have my fingers exposed now. Yay. I was in so much pain, you have no idea. But this leads to town. It's a little shorter, and it's a whole lot easier. At least that's what we hear. It's got to be easier, because the path we were on was just going to keep going up for a while, and then down, and then up. And then down and up, like paths do. But I am all too happy to be able to feel my fingers again. But unfortunately, I feel the holes in my feet too. My socks are soaked. I don't have any more dry ones. And tape doesn't stick to wet feet, don't you know? So it would be nice to get into town, wash my footsies up, dry my stuff off, re-tape my feet, and head out again tomorrow where it's supposed to be a beautiful day. They built a little Segway here that actually uses this fallen log as the bridge that they built right up to it. How long has this tree been here?